You're hanging out with the crew of Demon 305, and today we're coming to you from the lovely city of Coral Gables with Chief Hudak. Thanks so much, sir, for joining us today.
Pleasure, man. Thanks for coming in.
Tell us, where did your story begin?
Many, many years ago, before all of you were probably born, it started in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I ended up in a town outside Philly called Bethlehem. And I was recruited by, at that time, Lou Saban, who was a football coach at Miami. And then he left, but Howard Schnellenberger brought me down here, and I played at Miami, practiced more than I played.
Wow.
So back in the 79 through 83. And after that, my playing days were over, obviously. Got into law enforcement first at the university. And then in 1988, I decided that I was going to do this for the rest of my life, and came and started working for the university, for Coral Gables, and I've been here ever since. So 30 plus years.
What was that impetus? At what point did you know what, I want to become, be of service to my community in this capacity?
I think that goes back to my mother used to tell the neighbors that I would do more to help the neighbors than I would to do the family. I'm the oldest of five. I'm not the biggest, but I'm the oldest of five. So. And I've just had this inherent self-motivating thing to help others when I can. And that's not just, here in the police department. I've worked for years with the University of Miami Athletic Department, with the football team, to mentor these young men and now women on what it takes to be in the spotlight, because it's a different view. And to be around them, there was a lot of those football players over the years that had never met a cop in their lives, depending on where they came from. So it was having a human conversation. So I think for me, the motivation has always been to do the best I can or help anybody I can.
And lastly, where do you see the future of Coral Gables?
I think we're going to continue to lead like we have now. I think, part of my my charge, if you will, from the electeds is to make sure that the succession planning is in place to fill those voids of the legacy of what this department has. This has always been a respected, well-run department. And I think we continue to be leaders, whether it be in technology or the way we handle ourselves and the way we treat people. People say, oh, it's Coral Gables. Well, let me tell you, anything that has ever happened in any city in the United States has happened in Coral Gables at one time or another. And so even though we don't have the frequency of larger departments or more metropolis places, we train our officers to handle those. When those occur here, we respond the likes of any well-trained department in the United States. And as that benefits us, it also benefits us to pass that information on, to pass that learning on to other people, to other departments.
Well, thank you, sir, for your time.
Appreciate it very much.
Our pleasure. Our pleasure.
Very good. So.